Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. I was talking to myself. Thank you, mommy. I appreciate you for that. Um, I was saying welcome, 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 welcome to the Night Day Exchange. Um, Happy 26th, y'all. For us up here, it's still 26th Eve. You can hear me now, right? It's still 26th Eve, and for people in Liberia, it's already 26th. We have to go to sleep and get up, and before being 26th, it's still July 25th here. So, happy 26th to everyone, to us all, to Liberia. 178 birthdays. Blood of Jesus. Sounds good. Whew, that is a lot of years. The question is, what do we have to show for it, right? But anyway, that would be a discussion for another day because we have to have the crew up here to tell us for everybody to give their take on that. I just want to come on. Maybe if I don't have anyone joining me up here to just, I'll just be on here for like maybe like 30 minutes or so because it looks like the guys are having an early 26 party tomorrow in certain states. We got parades going on, and people are having fun. July 26th day. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if they will join me or not. But if not, then maybe I'll just be on here for like 30 minutes. Welcome. As always, Wilson, if you would join me, I'll be happy. uh, Marianne, Bimba, I appreciate you, mommy, for telling me. I didn't know I was still on mute. Happy 26, happy 26 to Liberia, our beloved country, our beloved motherland, our beloved and dearest country, Liberia. With all the ugliness, right? We love Liberia. We love Liberia. We love Liberia. We cannot. Liberia is in our blood. Some people tell, oh, you don't need to be talking Liberia stuff because you haven't been in Liberia for so long. You grew up in America. You don't know anything about Liberia. Guess what? On my birth certificate, it's a place of birth, Liberia. So, regardless of where I live for the past 27, 28, 29 years, it doesn't matter. You look on my whatever paperwork, you'll see place of birth would be Liberia. I carry that in my veins. Yeah. And my that was it. My umbilical cord is buried in Liberia, or navel string that we'll call it, is buried in Liberia. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. I will one day go back home, and like I always say, I want to do that looking like this. I don't want to be holding stick trying to find someone before I go back home because of things not being better or not being good. No, and I know we all want to. Even our elderly mothers and father here, they want to go back home. But some of them have, underlying conditions, medical conditions that they cannot do so now because of our healthcare system. Those are the kind of things that we want to see happen in Liberia. 178th birthday. That's a lot. For us to not have those things, for us to still be suffering, for us to still be fighting each other, on the religious line, on tribal lines, on political line, and not have Liberia as the sole, should I say, the common denominator or something like that. I mean, people use it and just say it for saying the sake and say, oh, Liberian people, we're doing it for them, but it's all for themselves. In this new generation or government, we pray. Some things we're seeing happening. We pray that, it's a different day, it's a new day now for Liberia, that we will move far away from the old, the business as usual, It's not perfect yet. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everything is all gravy. I'm not saying everything is all bread and butter, but we are getting somewhere, little by little. That's all we want to see. We want to see more, but at least the little steps can give us hope, right? We seen, officials being indicted for corruption or for wrongdoing. That is not something we usually see in our country. So Liberia is a country that, the B man, nothing can happen to the B man, right? So to speak. It's always the little men that pay for the laws are for, not for the big men. So we want to see more of that because the big men, they create they commit most of the crime that got us in the place we at today. 178 years and nothing much to show for it. 14 years since last civil war that took some of our youth away. We were born right into the Civil War. We don't even know. There's good old number days that they talk about, Liberia, those days, Lango days, those days, Bummy, Yekepa, and all the. We know nothing about that. We just hear about it. We want to see those days today, right? Even better, because some of those things are still there today and is not so great, right? For today's standard. Back then it was great. It was something big because that was back then. So it was the biggest thing. But when you look at Yekipa right now, like people always talk about, people who was there at those days and who lived those lives, they'll be like, oh, during those days, Yekipa was like this, life was like this, life was like that. But when you look at Yekipa right now, it's you're like, okay, not so much going on here. But I guess during those days, it was okay, right? For that time, such a time. But right now, we're in 2025. So we want to see whoever set up Mita Liberia, we want to see them doing bigger things and are not just that little town called Yekepa, everything something we want to see outside of that. The whole Nima County, it should look like a company is mining in that county. And the Bone County, they going through the Bone County, the Grand Bassa. We want to see all of that. We just don't want to the little company town, and even what's the company name? Firestone. That whole Margibi, mine counted Marshall territory. That whole place supposed to be seen. I mean, we're supposed to see the handmark of those companies, not just the little spot they are operating from. So, 178th birthday, almost 200, y'all. We're pushing to that. Almost 200. Africa's oldest nation. In the mindset of our people, of some of our people, are still horrible. Still taking politics to be the most important thing over their lives, over their country, over their children. And the divide that we always said that the white man try to divide us. Well, now everybody have sense. Everybody know what's going on. Everybody know the white man trick. So why can't we beat them to that trick, right? Now we're doing it to each other. We can't be blaming the white man anymore. The white men are not they are not the one going when you have fun to develop the country or to do something in a certain areas and they're taking taking it and using it for themselves. I don't think the white man is the one doing that now. So we need to grow from that mindset of me, myself, and I. And as long as I'm taking my children or my family out of this country to the white man land or to a better place, I can do whatever I want to do and not hold people accountable and just let them do whatever they want to do in the country because my family are not here. So whatever bad that is going on, bad thing that's going on, my family will not feel it. When it comes to the drug issue, people who are supposed to be the gatekeeper for those things to not come into the country, they're taking bribes to let it come in. Some of them don't have their children there. So they are selling drugs to people who's supposed to like oversight, the people who's supposed to be protecting our leaders. They're letting these things happen. They are not fighting it like we want them to. 178 birthdays. It's sad. And we celebrate around the world. I mean, I think this year is the first time like Liberia ever talk about parade. I don't know if there's the Trump comments that had Liberia trending, the good English thing that everybody was Googling Liberia and even state radio station, CNN, everybody was talking about Liberia and the history and everything. I don't know if that's what motivated us or people to do parade because before it just used to be go on field, after that go party and go home. None of that. Even the kids that are being born here, not no history, no none of those things happening. It was all about party, party, party. But we've seen something different this year. We've seen parades in states. Children had theirs last week, Saturday, and I think they're having one in Minnesota tomorrow, and other states too. You know, the mindset needs to change of our people. Development is not just the infrastructure. The human development is important too, which is our mindset. The way we think about Liberia, the way we want it to, what we say we want to see happen for Liberia, we should also start to, show that from what we do. So, yeah, happy July 26th. Happy 26th. And some of the things that happen in the country this week, we had some dedication of schools, two schools, one in Bon County and one in Nima. The president and the vice president dedicated those schools. The president also dedicated a renovated um, hospital in Bomi County where his wife initiated, and some B Mountain and some other Googles funded that project. She said, according to her, and yeah, and we also had MTA. We had a guest on here, the deputy minister for administration was on here. Honorable Toga Melvin Cephas was on here. He was our guest, and he really laid out for us what they're doing at that agency. The MTA and the buses have already started running into Lofa, Vanjaman, and Plebo, and other places, right? And relieving our people of high cost of transportation, which is a good thing because the roads are good. They're on the road now, going to those places. Some good things are happening. We should be grateful. I mean, now I'm not saying it like we're begging, but there are a lot of leaders that came in did not do it. So when we see a leader trying to do it, we should be, we should call that out to give them more something to do, and we should also call that wrongdoing too. I'm not saying we should hide it, but we should also the way we call that the wrongdoing, we should also point out the good that they are doing to encourage them to do more. And yesterday we had a protest Stupid protest, my opinion, I would call it, because the reason of the protest was stupid and people are using it for their own political gain. And that's why I call it stupid. It was not that something was being done to you know, Muslim police is just using force on Muslim and no one else, and it keep happening over and over, and they're not doing it to anyone else but the Muslim group. So this one was just, oh, they're kafir, they had to come out. That was not the case. That is not the case at all. It was a police LEC visit or welfare check for their to see who's doing the right thing, who's not stealing current or power, and who's paying for it. And they found out that this lady, she was in the house. She They realized that the meter was now on, and the power they were getting, it was stealing it, and they decided to arrest her, to take her, and she resists. She was resisting and started to. She even assaulted the policeman. And people talking about brutal assault on the woman. Shame on all of you who are saying that. Shame on you, and God will judge you for that, because everyone seen those videos and seen what happened. That policeman was assaulted, and I think he's the one that's be another. Even if she wasn't the one responsible for that power test, she should have a crime or a charge on her now for assaulting a police officer. That should be the crime, instead of the IG coming out and throwing his officer under the bus like that. And I know people say, "Oh, he apologized to calm the situation." Okay, if that is the case, fine. But it shouldn't be because he felt and believed after the tip that every one of us saying that police did something wrong, which I strongly believe in my soul he didn't do anything wrong at all. The woman was violent, she was rude, she disrespected, and people are saying that she's a Guinean, and the Guinean embassy contacted Liberia embassy to talk about it. Okay, fair game, good. And the ambassador apologizing to the Guinean ambassador. What are you guys keep apologizing for? They should be apologizing for that citizen disrespect to your officer. I don't think any Liberian can go to Guinea and do that bull crap and not get treated worse than what she got. All we all see on that video was a cuff on her and being pulled out. And she was being all dramatic at the door. She threw herself on the floor and he was trying to pull her out. He never hit her. We didn't see it. If it happened in the back, because of the video everyone, reacting to. The video is what the outburst is about. There was none of that in the video. He wasn't pepper spraying her. He wasn't doing anything. From the scuffle that they were doing, her resisting arrest, had her scarf, hijab coming off, and everything. Nothing wrong that I seen, my opinion, from what I seen from that video that he did for Liberia ambassador to be apologizing to the Guinean ambassador and the IG and apologizing for what? For her being rude? For her disrespecting a police officer? Is that what we're doing now? That's a precedent you are setting. If anything happened to that police officer to say he get dismissed or whatever about concerning this case, you're setting a precedent, IG. What do you want the other people to follow the law, but certain people can't follow it? That's not going to be, that's the precedent you'll be setting, and everybody else will be having that right. Their own communities will join in the street too. If any police try to even do anything to them in the street, or make them to, if they don't want to be if they don't want to be a part of get arrested and they're resisting, the police should leave them too to go. You can't just do that for one group. We are all human. If we are all citizens of the country, the law applies to all, not a certain group of people, and the other people be treated special, be given special treatment. No, you cannot do that. If we would have seen that man went in our house because he found out that woman was, well, the house was stealing color. Because I'm pretty sure her husband had something to do with that. It wasn't her, but being that she was there, that's why she was being arrested or whatever. So if he would have seen that and just went and snatched her hair scarf off and just started beating on her and kicking her and doing, oh, of course we will all be outraged. We will all be on him, and because we speak against police brutality all the time. But you got people out there, so-called leaders there, out there, so-called propagandists and out there talking about brutally assaulted. Do y'all know what brutalized mean? What brutally mean? What are y'all coming from with your English words in? Everybody just speaking English now because they will speak good English. I see. That's what it is. But anyway, that was one of the happening, which was yesterday. I guess that story is still going. But today was another day for our president going to the Central Prison and pardoning 75 prisoners. So I'll just play that video a little bit before we say something about it. Yep.
Hello. Good afternoon to everyone. We are happy at this moment to welcome His Excellency President Joseph Yuma Boakai and entourage to Monrovia Central Prison. The president is visiting us for the first time since he assumed the office and duties of President of Liberia. Your Excellency, on behalf of your children, we say welcome. I will invite at this point in time my boss, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Republic of Liberia, who will give an overview on the purpose of His Excellency's visit. Councillor Tue, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Yamara. Mr. President, government officials here present, members of the Ministry of Justice, family, visitor guests. Mr. President, we're very happy today for you to be here in the prison to do the traditional ceremonies that usually done. Grandfather image. Thank you for this visit, and we was a duty for you to take a tour for you to see the structure you know with your vision why you are seeing today, you see improvement in this round. We are grateful for that. We say thank you. Mr. President, when we received the mandate from you, the Bureau of Correction and Rehabilitation and the Division of Human Rights of the Ministry of Justice, where we delegated them to collate the names and details of all convicts nationwide, and they set benchmark for recommendation. So they recommended 75 inmates to be pardoned today. The benchmark they said were: one, convicts who have served more than 50% of their sentence term for non-capital offenses. And below, they are also exhibited good behavior. There are some of them on the list. Convicts who have completed their sentence term for misdemeanor offenses, small offenses, but continue to be remanded for restitution of amount of not more than $2,000 US. You serve the jail time, but you gotta restitute that money for $2,000 when they are being jail. They are served way beyond the jail time. If we keep them, they will stay forever because they can't pay that money. So put them on the list. And some convicts are terminally ill. They with proven medical record for at least 1 month before July 2025. And are more likely, if we don't release them, to expire on our facility with the premises. So if you be good, they will release them, pardon them, they go to their family so they can live the rest of the time there. Also, there are convicts who are elderly, including those aged 50 years and above. They are convicted of non-capital offenses and they also exhibited good behavior. They will have convicted felons who have no more than 2 years remaining on their sentence. They have served their sentence now 10 years, 15 years. They have served 13, only 2 people say this person can be pardoned. And they also show good behavior. Some convicts have completed their definite sentence term, but they still have to restitute. Now that the group that owe between $2,000 US to $4,000. Because of that money, it's still here long. So somebody has served imprisonment for 1 whole year, but they can't pay the money. So they are being recommended to be pardoned. Some of the convicts who are pardoning, who you're going to pardon today, they are age 65 and above for capital offenses. But most of them have served more than 10 years. Keep them here, them so we say, but they serve more than 10 years and they reach the age 65 and above, they can be granted pardon. As I said, there was a vigorous program procedure that didn't do things at random. Staff on the ball, painstakingly looking at it. So, additionally, for the breakdown to 75 convicts, we got 2 foreign nationals, one from Sierra Leone and Indian. We have 4 females and 1 juvenile. Except for those from Riverside Sound and Grand Crew, the recommended convicts who met the secretariat are from the rest of the prison facility all around the country. We didn't get anybody from Riverside Sound. So we try to see that. Mr. President, that's why you're here today with that. Not much ado. You can say welcome and you can now announce the final.
Speak from there. Yeah, speak from there.
Hello? Hello? Oui. Let me start by thanking the Minister of Justice. It's not an easy job to be in charge of such a task, but also for those of you who are working here, serving your country, to look after people who are also citizens that have to be put in these kind of conditions. We went around, we look at where the nurses are, even as if to say they themselves are in prison. The people who are cooking, the buildings. You know what it means for young people who should be serving society? You should be helping to make things better, to be under these kind of conditions. It's not the best thing. And we've been told about the conditions under which you people were sent here. Some of you, because you didn't have anybody to talk for you, a short time where you're supposed to be for just about a couple of days. You've been here for years. But again, this is the condition. But I can tell you one thing, that even as a human being looking at the buildings and the conditions here, it doesn't serve any good purpose for any of us here to look at these kind of conditions here and leave them this way to continue. But today we're here to talk to you people, to encourage some of you. Every country has a president. Every country has to go through a legal system to correct some of the things that people do. But we want to encourage you who are here, showing good behavior. "75 persons who have been described here in different categories, according to what the minister read. We hope that again, between now and around Christmas, for some of you who are looking forward to be released, that we can reconsider. We want to create a society for all. So let me say thanks to all of you people who are serving here. And believe you me, the teaching condition, because it's like even the nurses here are in prison. The kind of situation I saw there. But definitely, those are situations that we have to improve. The cooking area, the nursing area, and for those of you who are here serving. We pray that God will continue to speak to the hearts of our people, to move their hearts to doing good things for themselves and their country. We want to say, for those of you who are here, I'm sure you may have repented and God has heard you, and we're going to do everything to help you to change the situation here. Thanks to all of you again, the nurses, the cooks. Somebody telling me been cooking here for I don't know how many years, making 100 and people walking here. We're going to look into that, but our duty will be to improve the condition here. Thank you. This is our 178th anniversary, and I'm sure this is the time to be able to reflect on who you are and how much all of us can work to make this country a better country. God bless you. So how many people?
So there you have it. That was the president calling people today. before the 26th. Why do I keep thinking about Christmas? So I thought to play that for you so you can for those of you who have not seen it today, because it's on social media. I know most of you have seen it, but just in case you have not seen it, I there are some, as usual, people always, certain elements have to bring something negative out of whatever is being done. Or had the president pardon notorious criminals and stuff. Today, he did this, he did that. You heard the Justice Minister reading the category of people who were pardoned. Non-violence offenses. People who had terminal illnesses. People who were there and almost finishing their terms with good behavior. Those were the people that were pardoned today. And I think some people who had some to restitute some $2,000 and the Justice Minister feel like we can keep them here for non to Judgment Day. It's not going to grow on their head. They don't have it. So we just thought it wise to get them out, which makes sense. Because if they don't have it, their families don't have it, and they've been there for years because of that. How are they going to get it when you keep them in there? So it's as long as they haven't committed any violent crimes, they are just there for a low misdemeanor, and they just needed to restitute that money, and they cannot do it. We all know what the country looks like for people who are outside. Then what do you think for people who are locked up? There's no way. It's not going to happen. From now till Judgment Day, they would not have that money. So I do agree with the Justice Minister to just let him go. And so all the rumors and propagandists, they're all notorious criminals. These people are there, our country in trouble, and blah blah blah. I heard so much today, and I had to look for that news myself and listen to it, and I thought to bring it on the show for you to hear it for yourselves. So yeah, that is it. And not tomorrow, later on today in Liberia is gonna be 26th celebration, and we wish you all a happy 26th. And like I said, I just came on here to tell you happy 26th and just have a little chit chat with you. But the guys are having an early 26th celebration, so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without saying anything, without telling y'all. So that's why I'm on here by myself, talking to myself and you. And this is something too that I thought to do, right? I keep doing this whole week. ArcelorMittal Liberia is hiring y'all for vacation job. Even though these prints are so little, I don't know if y'all can see it to screenshot it for your family members in Liberia, or if you're in Liberia and you can see it, that would be a good thing. For vacation job for people who are living in Nema County, Grand Bassa, and Bon County. You can drop your application, go to their offices, and inquire about it. It's just from August 1st to the 31st. So what this would do is that, even though it's not long, but this would, if you get hired, if you get considered for this vacation job, and this is only for high school and college students. If you do get considered for this job, that's a step into the company. You are already there. They already know you. You'll be on their mind. You will be in any full-time opportunity come out. If you show up, I think you will have the best chance of getting hired than anybody else. And we want jobs for people in the country, our young people, because this is high school and college. So that's why I thought I'd bring this up here and keep talking about it. Keep bringing it up here and keep talking about it. So the prints are very small, little. It's very hard to read. But I hope on those of you who are watching on your phone, you can see it better and screenshot it, or you can see it better and go and inquire about it. Yeah. Until I put it out there. Don't say Amy did not try to find me a job. Do not say Amy did not try to help me. I'm doing it now. I'm trying my best. I'm showing you jobs opening. And don't sell yourself short to think that you cannot get it. The worst anybody can tell you is no. We chose somebody else. But at least you tried. You'll say, at least I tried. Go there and try it. You never know. God might shine his face on you. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Hopefully, good luck. I wish you all the best when you go do that. And I hope whoever decides to go do it gets it. Really, I really hope and pray that you get it because you took your time, you try your effort, and I think it'll be your effort should pay off. But thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, my Marianne, Wilson, Antano. Thank you, and for you all who I cannot see, who are not commenting and don't see your names. Still, thank you. I appreciate you, and happy 26th to you and your family. May the good Lord continue to bless our country. May the good Lord uproot every evil from among us. Anyone with evil plans for Liberia, may the good Lord uproot them. Anyone who's serving in the government who does not have any good plans but to loot, but to keep the country the way it is and the people, may the Lord remove. They shouldn't even know how God get them out of there. Anyone with evil plans that I see the government trying to do something, and they're trying to stop it because of their own evil agenda. They'll look good because they want to be the next person to come in or that party to come in. And any evil that they are planning to stop the progress of the government, may the good Lord strike them with lightning, or in a you know what, in their home, anywhere their families are. May he chase them down with lightning. Because if you want that to happen for other people in the countries that don't have the luxury or there's something to get out of there because your families are not there and you want them to suffer because of your greed, may the good Lord chase you and your family, whatever you part of this world they at. In Jesus' name. May the good Lord continue to strengthen Liberia. All of that we pray for every day. And we come on this platform, not getting paid, leaving my son holding me every time. Everything that we pray for, may the Lord forgive all of the evil that had happened in that land from our ancestors till now, from the Civil War till now. May the good Lord forgive us every innocent blood that was spilled and continue to make our country to go forward from where it is now. May the good Lord give us all long and healthy life. Every word meaning good hearted people who wants to see the country doing well better. It doesn't matter who is president or whatever. All we want to see is Liberia moving forward. From this president who's there now, the next one who will come, may the Lord continue and put someone there that have the heart, love, for Liberia there. May the Lord strengthen and make them to be the one to win and not any evil person who has their own evil agenda. Our country is 178 years old, and like I said, nothing much to show for it. It's time that we move forward as a country and as people. May the good Lord also wash the brain of our people. Have them a change of mind, their mindsets, that will change, that they will know that country in themselves, they come first. That country come first. The betterment of that country come first, and know and teach them how to vote and not vote for anybody because they give you $25, $50 or a bag of rice. You should that the law should give them that thinking that what if this money would this money last me for that 6 years the person would be there for that 9 years the person would be there for. May that be that thinking. May the good Lord make our people wake up, the one that have the voting rights. May he make them to wake up and vote rights for the right person. And may he send them the right person. Happy 26th, Liberia. Happy 26th, Liberians. All over the world. Most importantly, Liberians on ground. From the diaspora, we are not your enemies. We are not your rival. We are all Liberians. We were just, opportunity. God just gave us some, the opportunity to get out of there. That doesn't mean you are any more of a Liberians than we are. So you should always embrace your people when they're coming back to bring development, to bring ideas that they learn in other countries to make the country better, and not look at them as enemies, as they are coming to take my job, as they are coming here, they think they're better than us. No, we don't think we're better than you. We want the same thing that we are enjoying in other people's countries. We want it for you. That's why we sit on these platforms and try to let you know. But you don't know because you love your politicians so much. You love your party so much. You think we're telling you the wrong things. We can see what they're doing to you. But the love that you got for them, they don't have that love for you. They're using you. And when we say, hey, you look at us as enemies, we are not your enemies. Liberia is all of our country. Just because some of us left from there, when we was little, some people older for greener pastures, doesn't mean you are any more of a Liberian than we are. We are not your enemies. If we're coming back to do things in our countries, that development is for every one of us. That new life is for everybody, not just for us. So with that, I will end it here and I say happy 26th and God's willing. See you tomorrow. See you 26th day if or else maybe it'll be me coming here again talking about 26th greeting again. If those boys are still hungover. Yeah. Good night, everyone. And for all of you who are having parade in your states, enjoy it. And hopefully some history license for our children and for us. Yep. Thank you all for coming, for joining me for this short time. And guys, when I talk to you, I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.